KNBC 4, the station working for you. Rick Chambers, Diane Diaz, Paul Johnson AccuWeather, Fred Rogan Sports. Southern California's #1 news, the Channel 4 News at 11.
You're looking live at Catalina Island, the closest thing really that the Southland has to an island paradise. But tonight, there is sadness on the island. An accident after the Avalon High School prom, and a teenager falls from the hotel's 4th floor. Rescuers rushed the young man to this Long Beach hospital, but doctors were unable to save him. Hello, everybody. I'm Rick Chambers.
And I'm Diane Diaz. Our top story is that terrible accident in Avalon. Police say 18-year-old David Ramirez Jr. suffered massive head injuries when he fell. He survived through the night at St. Mary's Medical Center, but he lost his sight earlier today. Ted Chen is live right now outside of St. Mary's with more on this. Ted?
Diane, as you mentioned, 18-year-old David Ramirez died of his massive head trauma here at this hospital this afternoon. And the small community of Avalon is in shock tonight. We understand there was a memorial service for Ramirez, and flowers have been laid at the spot where he died as investigators try to determine what led up to this tragic accident. It happened at the Glenmore Hotel in Avalon around 2:30 this morning at a small party following the Avalon High School prom. L.A. County Sheriff's deputies say 18-year-old David Ramirez had climbed to the roof of the 4-story hotel with a classmate to smoke.
While climbing down, he slipped and fell or lost his balance and fell 4 floors to the ground below, where he suffered massive head trauma.
Ramirez was airlifted to St. Mary's Hospital in Long Beach, where he died at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Deputies say it's not clear if alcohol was involved in what's being called a terrible accident.
It's being ruled an accidental death, but I'm sure they're looking at how he climbed out onto the roof, whether it was a ledge, balcony, window, etc. They're looking at that, I'm sure.
And we are told there are no balconies at this hotel, so investigators want to determine how indeed Ramirez and a friend got up to the roof of the hotel, if that is indeed from where they fell. Reporting live from Long Beach, Ted Chen, Channel 4 News. Rick and Diane, back to you.
All right, Ted, thanks for that. Now on to the crisis in Kosovo. 2 new developments tonight to tell you about. A Pentagon official says that 2 Serbian POWs that are now being held by NATO could be released as early as tomorrow. Also, Newsweek magazine is reporting that the U.S. Joint Chiefs of Staff now are recommending the use of ground troops to force the situation in Kosovo. In spite of nearly 2 months of NATO bombing, though, Serb tanks and troops remain dug in, and now there is a growing call for the ground troops. But today, retired General Colin Powell spoke out, saying the air attack only is allowing Slobodan Milosevic to call the shot.
Milosevic may blink. But the danger with this particular strategy is that it is up to Mr. Milosevic to decide when he is going to blink.
And tonight, the New York Times says that U.S. military leaders are now resisting a NATO plan to use those Apache attack helicopters against the Serbian troops.
Back in this country, schools in one Michigan city will reopen tomorrow despite the discovery of an alleged plot by 4 students to carry out a Columbine-style massacre. 4 middle school students were arrested and charged after classmates overheard this plot. The students reportedly had been planning to kill more students and teachers than the 13 people killed by the 2 students in Littleton, Colorado last month. Police have searched more than 20 schools in the city. All are found to be safe.
Back here in the Southland, news radio star Andy Dick is going to be in court to face drunk driving and drug charges. Police say the actor crashed his car yesterday into a utility pole here at Highland Avenue and Camrose Drive in Hollywood. Officers say the 33-year-old actor appeared to be intoxicated and allegedly tried to leave the scene. He has been released tonight on bail. He's got a court date set for May 25th.
You know a movie is going to be big when even the stars are excited to see it. That was the case today at the world premiere of the highly hyped Star Wars prequel, The Phantom Menace. The premiere was held at the ASCO Westwood Theater. These are just some of the famous faces who couldn't wait to see the movie. In fact, a number of them even admitted to using their star status to try to get those coveted tickets.
About 5 months ago, I tried to get my publicist working on getting the tickets. I said, this is going to be such a hot ticket. I have to go see this movie.
Well, the premiere was also a charity event. More than $1 million from ticket sales will go to the Elizabeth Glaser Pediatric AIDS Foundation.
Of course, Star Wars doesn't open until Wednesday, so The Mummy is still scaring up big business at the box office this weekend. The Hollywood Reporter, in fact, says that The Mummy pulled in $25 million this weekend. Entrapment finished in second. The Matrix was third. A Midsummer Night's Dream debuted in fourth. and the Black Mass finished in 5th. You know, this week's top-grossing movie is just packed with all sorts of daredevil stunts. But where and how did those men and women learn to do all those jumps and those falls? Well, chances are it was at a stunt school. In the backyard of this small Burbank home, people are being tossed.
Hey, you!
And shot. But no one really gets hurt here. This is Hollywood make-believe.
Get yourself here, and you can get yourself right over there.
Stunt coordinator Johnny Miller started this stunt school some 7 years ago to fill a void.
As I was out and about, found out a lot of people had no place to train. So I decided to just invite people over, and I started adding different things into the program.
And the program is attracting new talent to the stunt business. Folks like 20-year-old Brian Burkhart.
This and professional wrestling were basically a motivation to become a stuntman.
Women, too, keep breaking into the business.
I do a lot of extreme sports, so...
This fits right in?
It fits right in. Yeah. Get a little bloodier, though.
Not far away at North Hollywood's Film Fighting Institute, other stunt hopefuls are learning how to mix it up safely.
If they don't learn this kind of stuff, they're going to get hurt. And our number one priority is teach people how to make sure not to get hurt.
Because of the potential for great bodily harm, this is not for everyone. And most big screen stunt people spend years perfecting their craft.
Why don't you just go up there and look down?
I'll get a nosebleed. But with a little help, even the average guy
Tuck it. There you go.
can feel like a pro.
I know.
I have to admit, I declined the opportunity to jump up from the top of the tower, and I have renewed respect for those who do it.
The very top of that one was like 20 feet or
About 20 feet high, and it looked
You're
like a postage
still a
stamp.
daredevil, based on what we saw there. Okay, still to come right here. The rock started falling without warning. A deadly landslide along one of the nation's busiest interstates.
And a bit later on, one man's swimming pool becomes another family pond.
Also, she shoots, but she didn't score. Fred will show it to you in a brand new Hall of Shame.
Plus, let's take you back outside. Beautiful in Long Beach tonight. Paul Johnson's forecast when we come back.
This beautiful little girl is Michelle. She lives overseas with her family in this horrible slum. Michelle must walk these rocky, filthy streets barefoot because her family is so poor they can't even afford a pair of shoes. Hello, I'm Walter Coppage for Children International. Please, call the number on your screen now. We'll send you this information kit absolutely free, without any obligation, with a photo and family history of a special little boy or girl who needs your love. In just a few days, your kit will arrive in the mail, and you can read all about your child, her health, her family, and living conditions. You can hold her picture in your hand and learn how you can change her life by giving her important things, like a simple pair of shoes. Then if you decide to become a sponsor, your monthly gift is only $12. Your $12 a month will provide medical care, clothing, food, a chance to go to school, and so much more. In return, you will receive the love of your child and the joy that comes from giving her a chance at a better life. Each year, you'll receive personal letters from your child and an updated photo. All this for just $12 a month. This affordable program is possible because we keep our costs low without sacrificing the care your child receives. If you could help change the entire course of this child's life for just $12 a month, wouldn't you? With Children International, you can. But remember, don't send any money now. Just call the number on your screen to request your free information kit. There is absolutely no obligation. Your love and support can do so much for one special child, like Michelle. Please, call now.
For free information on how to help a child like Michelle, call 1-800-487-9944. Operators are standing by. Find out how you can change one child's life with something as simple as a pair of shoes. That's 1-800-487-9944. Please, call now.
NBC Thursday. New discoveries beyond anything you could guess.
What? Mark? What?
ER season finale. NBC Thursday. You're watching NBC America West.
The twisted shell of a Toyota 4Runner torn to shreds by a sudden rock slide. This happened on Interstate 70 near Denver. Witnesses say boulders as big as basketballs and desks rolled off the hillside and slammed into the speeding car below. The passenger was thrown from the car and died. The driver is now in the hospital with broken bones. Wow.
All right, let's bring in Paul Johnson, find out what the work week forecast looks like. Paul.
Nice day today, and even nicer and warmer day coming up for tomorrow. Oh, this is good. You're going to love it. Take a look outside. Ducks at El Dorado Park down in Long Beach, going for a swim. Let's check the numbers for you. We had a high downtown 69, low 54. It is now currently 61, humidity 75%. Looking at the barometer, that is rising. Wind southwest at 5. Almanac information, normal high and low. We have your sunrise and sunset times for you. Let's check out our WeatherNet school, Portola Middle School in orange. High today 74, currently a cool 60 degrees. Looking at our satellite picture, the storm track still remains to the north of us. Jet stream now lifting northward. We can expect just a shallow marine layer in the morning, some fog along the coastal areas, and then plenty of sunshine and some warmer temperatures. High pressure ridge starting to build for the southland, and we are getting a drier, more northerly flow of air. Very warm temperatures for tomorrow. We'll see some 80s in the valleys. Then as that high pressure ridge starts to weaken and slide eastward, we'll start to see some cooler temperatures toward the end of the week. Mainly moderate air quality throughout the basin. A little sea breeze along the coast will give you some good air quality. All right, here are the lows for tonight. 50s in the valleys along the coastline. Now for the high temperatures for tomorrow, starting to see some 80s popping up in the valleys. A lot of mid to upper 70s as well. It's going to be a gorgeous day for tomorrow. Here's the 5-day forecast. 78 for a high tomorrow. 80s in the valleys. Further inland you go, the warmer it gets. Mid-70s Tuesday and Wednesday, and then cooling down a bit on Thursday and Friday. But right now, no rain in sight, so get out the sunblock and just enjoy your week. I'll see you in the morning. Nice forecast.
Got it?
Yeah, it's going to be a nice week.
Thanks.
A man in Idaho faces a dilemma tonight. A family of ducks has taken over his swimming pool. Chris Bray, he decided to uncover his pool a little early this spring, but before he could take a dip, he found that he had some guests. Members of a newly hatched family of ducks simply invited themselves over for a swim, and they're having such a great time, it appears they have decided to stick around.
All right.
Very good.
Pretty good. As we continue here tonight, Fred is next with Sunday Night Sports.
All right, Diane and Rick, thanks very much. Folks, the Lakers are in San Antonio tonight. You're not going to believe the old footage of Shaq that we found. Also, we know more about the man who ran in front of charging horses on the racetrack where the Preakness took place. We'll break from the gate in 2 minutes.
Now you can remember the most dramatic day of World War II in this free book. Stay tuned.
When we got in a little bit closer, say around 300 or 400 yards, the Germans opened up with artillery and mortars. Horrendous screaming and whistles blowing and spotlights and tracer bullets. I thought the whole German army was coming.
Introducing the ultimate World War II book set, Time Life's World War II. For the first time, see how the war was really fought, yard by bloody yard.
One guy started running across the beach, and he started staggering and fell, and the Germans shot him. Of course, I watched that water turn red out there.
Meet regular guys who found out they were heroes.
You don't become a soldier until that first round goes off overhead. And then you suddenly discover what's inside.
In the D-Day invasion, you'll remember the most remarkable, the most brutal day of World War II. Through photos captured in live combat, through the words of the veterans themselves. From bloody Omaha and Utah to the savage fight for Iwo Jima and Okinawa, Time Life's World War II remembers. Call now to preview The Road to Tokyo for 21 days risk-free. Keep it for just $9.99. Use your credit card and get the second book, The D-Day Invasion, absolutely free. That's the finest two-book World War II collection you can buy for less than $10. Later on, other volumes will arrive. Keep only those you want. Once upon a time, they had to save the world.
Ever was a war that had to be fought. That was it.
Now all we have to do is remember it. The Road to Tokyo, The D-Day Invasion, both for just $9.99. Time Life's World War II.
We lost a lot of men, good men. We don't want to forget them.
Call 1-800-786-8833 to order World War II for only $9.99 plus $3.99 shipping and handling. Use your credit card and get the D-Day Invasion free. That's 1-800-786-8833. Or send check or money order to World War II, Department 2, Richmond, Virginia, 23280.
NBC Thursday. New discoveries beyond anything you could guess.
What? Mark? What?
The ER season finale. NBC Thursday. You're watching NBC America West.
Master Control confirmed 23-15-00 hit time.
Confirmed 23-15-00.
Standby animation and effect.
Standing by.
Hey, does Fred have his mic on?
Fred, mic check, please. Check, 1, 2, 1, 2.
10 seconds. Here we come. Standby effect. Standby studio. Standby camera 4. How are we coming on 3, EJ? Just got it. 5, 4, 3. Standby animation. 2. Roll animation. Dissolve. Standby to zoom. Zoom and explode.
Hi, everybody. A lot to show you on this busy Sunday night. You may know that Dusty Hill is the long-bearded star of the band ZZ Top. Well, there is something else Dusty is known for, and I talked to him about it. All right, who are the best-dressed athletes in sports? Better yet, where do they get their clothes? We'll take you to a Beverly Hills boutique to meet the tailors to star athletes. And is there anything more exciting than a man playing his own saw? You'll find out at a brand-new Hall of Shame. But we start with action from today's NBA playoff games. From Miami to Atlanta to Utah, it was Game 5 to stay alive in Salt Lake. Rough and tense as the Jazz and Kings tangled again in what developed into the best series of the playoffs so far. Final minute of another nail-biter. Kings by 1 when Vlade Divac went inside and scored on the hook. Sacramento led by 3. But on Utah's next possession, just as they did in Game 4, the Jazz converting a huge three-pointer. Brian Russell, this time for the tie, 88 all and down to the wire. Final seconds of regulation, still tied. Vlade against Karl Malone for the win. But the hook was off the mark. On to overtime when the Jazz finally unhooked the Kings. Shandon Anderson scored 7 in the extra session. The Jazz pulled away and won at 99-92 to take the series, but not without an incredible newfound respect for the young and coming Kings. The Jazz move on to face Portland in the second round. Tonight in Atlanta, the Hawks down the Pistons 87-75 to take that series 3-2. The game marked the final one for Detroit guard Joe Dumars after 14 NBA seasons and 2 titles during the Pistons' bad boy days. Also, Knicks and Heat, Game 5 from Miami. First half, final seconds off the miss by the Knicks. Here come the Heat. Tim Hardaway worked his way up court, stuck under Latrell Sprewell, and hit at the buzzer. Miami led by 4 at the break. But the game came down to the final possession. Knicks down 4 seconds to play. Inbound to Allen Houston, who got the bounce and the basket. Knicks by 1 with 1/10 of a second left. The Knicks bench exploded over what turned out to be the game winner and the series winner. As you take another look, the Knicks won it 78-77, becoming only the second 8th-seeded team ever to beat a #1 seed in the NBA playoffs. Atlanta is up next for the Knicks. As for the Lakers, they open the second round of the playoffs tomorrow night against the team with the top regular season record, the San Antonio Spurs. Here now the latest with the Lakers from the Lone Star State today. The Lakers stay in the Lone Star State continues. They have moved on to the Alamo, but first, the fallout from Saturday's clinching win over the Rockets. After missing that game with a stiff elbow, sharpshooter Glenn Rice remains uncertain for tomorrow night's opener. Also, J.R. Reed was fined $10,000 for his flagrant foul on Scottie Pippen. Reaction from J.R. today.
If that's what we thought that it was worth, and, I take it. It's part of the game, and, it's a physical time of the season here in this league, and plays happen, but I didn't really think it was that bad of a hit.
Shaquille O'Neal leads the Lakers into a city where he knows success. Shaq won the state championship playing his high school basketball in San Antonio. He still has fond memories of those teenage years.
It was a small high school. My graduating class was 69 people. It was a nice school. It was a military school. That's why I'm so disciplined. And it was fun. It was fun. Those were probably some of the most memorable times of my life.
On San Antonio's famed Riverwalk, there is much anticipation for the series. The fans range from very confident to very worried.
I'm going for the Spurs, but I'm saying it's going to be difficult. It's going to be a big hill to cross.
I think the Spurs will win in 5.
Oh, and one final concern for the Lakers. Shaq's luggage was lost flying from Houston to San Antonio.
It only happened in San Antonio and Orlando. My luggage never seems to make it. Stole everything, my underwear, my deodorant, and took it all. I definitely had no clothes to fit this big bag. You're going to have to go shopping today? I got no money. I don't believe that. Yeah, I'm broke.
He's not broke, but don't kid yourself. Shaq has said many times he doesn't carry any money. That's why he's got all of it. Now, when you think about it, with Jim Edmonds, Gary DiSarcina, and Tim Salmon all out, the Angels can only hold their collective breaths and try to stay close in the AL West until those guys come back. Good starting pitching would certainly help that cause, but unfortunately tonight at the Big Ed, that was not the case for the Angels against the Devil Rays. Already 4-0 Tampa. Dave Martinez homered in the fifth off Steve Sparks to make it 5-0. The next batter, Jose Canseco, he made it back-to-back long balls. Steve's knuckler had no spark, and it didn't knuckle. Canseco's 13th made it 6-0. Sparks finished for the night. Only bright spot for the Angels, the power surge of Mo Vaughn in the bottom of the fifth. He drilled a 448-foot homer for his 8th of the year, a 2-run shot. Vaughn has 10 of the Angels' last 15 RBIs, but it wasn't enough tonight. They lost it 7-4. Well, the Southern California connection came through once again in the race for the Triple Crown. Local trainer Dwayne Lucas and jockey Chris Antley won the Preakness, placing them on the brink of history. Antley rode Kentucky Derby winner Charismatic to a 2-length victory at Pimlico. At the finish, he showed the world there's 2 downs and only the June 5th Belmont left for the Triple Crown. Today, we asked Chris about his chances of accomplishing that feat.
Anytime you have a chance to win a Triple Crown, there's a lot of excitement. There's a lot of wishers. There's a lot of hopefuls. There's a lot of fans in the game that would love to see it happen. You know, I had a large cheering section here on the welcome back, and it really felt good, and I hope I can give it back to them.
Meantime, 22-year-old kook Lee Farrell, who yesterday stood on the track during the 7th race and tried to punch out a horse, was charged with first-degree assault and 7 other charges today, including endangering others through intoxication. He is undergoing psychiatric treatment. Folks, we need your help. So get a piece of paper and writing utensil. You're going to need that in about 2 minutes. Do clothes make the man? Do they make the athlete? We'll show you who handles the wardrobes for the top names in the game. Gentlemen, start your engines, but watch out for the wall. A wild day on the track. And speaking of wild, Dusty Hill of the band ZZ Top makes a rare Sunday night sports appearance. Find out why right after this.
This is music that speaks to your heart. This is music with a message. Feel the power of Songs for Life, the ultimate new collection of contemporary Christian hits, featuring all your favorite artists. Amy Grant, Stephen Curtis Chaplin, Michael W. Smith, Ray Bowles, get Songs for Life on 2 CDs or 2 cassettes for just $12.99. Audition other Songs for Life albums. There's no minimum to buy. Cancel anytime. Feel the power of the best in contemporary Christian music. Get Songs for Life today. Call now.
To order Songs for Life, use your credit card and call 1-800-865-7744. That's 1-800-865-7744. Or send $12.99 for 2 cassettes or 2 CDs, plus $3.99 shipping and handling to Songs for Life, Department 4, Richmond, Virginia. Or call 1-800-865-7744.
You're watching NBC America West.
Now, do you remember we did a story on Tom Silver, who hypnotizes people at halftime of NBA games, and they have a lot of fun? You want to try? You want to be hypnotized by Tom Silver? Send a card to Channel 4 Sports. Hypnotizers. 3000 West Alameda, Burbank, 91523. You've got to get us your cards by Wednesday. Doesn't matter how old you are. Get us your card today, no later than Wednesday, next Sunday night, right here on the show. You and Tom Silver, you'll be singing like Michael Jackson. Or maybe not. Back to baseball, where the Dodgers seem to be in good shape today in St. Louis. But oops, getaway day against the Cards. Second inning, Dodger pitcher Ishmael Valdez nudged one up the first baseline. A run scored on the errant throw to the plate. Dodgers would build a 4-1 lead, but on the play, Valdez ended up with a sore ankle tweaked while running to second. He only went 5 2/3 today. Bottom 9, now 4-3 Dodgers. Jeff Shaw on the mound, 18 straight saved chances. He took no chances, pitching around Mark McGwire and walking him. But the next batter was Ray Langford, who had already homered in the game. And he did it again, beating Shaw, who had been unbeatable for some time. A 2-run homer to win it. The Cards down the Dodgers 5-4. Now back to the Lakers. During our stay in Houston, we found the Rockets' top celebrity fan, and you could say he is a sharp-dressed man.
You are a lifelong fan.
I've had season tickets for well, years.
Yeah. And that's quite a
lot of years. Athletes and musicians, I think, have a lot of similarities. Normally you start very young. You dedicate yourself to it. You very slim chance of making it to the show. If I played basketball and had all the talents and skills, you know, I would be a slam dunker because I couldn't help myself.
Now, are you a rowdy fan? Are you a crazy fan? Are you a loud fan?
It depends on who you talk to.
Okay.
You know, I just enjoy the game, watching the game. I really don't yell at the officials, and I don't yell at the players, unless their backs are towards me.
Then, of course, you'll unload.
And then I point to the guy behind me.
Yeah. Hey,
what's the matter with this guy?
Exactly.
You know, I mean, boy, how dare he?
They're back. Donnie, David, Sean, Bobby, all your favorite teen idols. Presenting Teen Idols of the 70s. Bring back all the fun. You'll hear the Jackson 5, the Osmonds, and the Partridge Family. Get Teen Idols for just $9.99, only through this exclusive television offer. Bobby Sherman, Sean Cassidy, 20 great 70s hits. All those great-looking guys. Then audition other great albums. There's no minimum to buy. Satisfaction guaranteed. Teen Idols is not available in stores. So call now.
To order Teen Idols, call 1-800-428-6767. That's 1-800-428-6767. Or send $9.99 plus $3.99 shipping and handling to Teen Idols, Department 17, Richmond, Virginia, 23280.
An exclusive offer from NBC Home Video.
God spoke to me.
The world had lost its way and was destined for destruction. One man's faith would give it a second chance. Experience the miracle that saved the world. Call 1-800-NBC-1500 now to own the Noah's Ark 2-video collection. Order now and receive a free soundtrack CD, all for only $29.95 plus shipping and handling. This offer is not sold at stores. Call 1-800-NBC-1500 now.
Dangerous day on the track. First day of practice for the Indy 500. That was Billy Boat slamming into the outside retaining wall the first turn. Boat was okay, but his car went down like the Titanic. Not a good way to start the week. To the Strip, the NHRA Southern Nationals in Commerce, Georgia. Kenny Bernstein lost it in his rail, sailing side down the track. Bernstein was uninjured, but based on the look from the in-car cam, he was downright lucky. I think the in-car cam was okay, too. Now, pro athletes routinely demonstrate their style and grace on the court or on the field. But we have found two men who have become the real trendsetters for many top athletes, so they can look their best anytime and anywhere. They do it for Magic Johnson. They do it for Kobe Bryant. They even did it red for Shaquille O'Neal. Who are they?
Deion Scott.
Scott Jurellis and Deion Lattimore are the designers that outfit many high-profile athletes. They've come a long way from being tailors for an Orange County clothier 10 years ago. The two hit it off and went out on their own.
When I first saw Scott, I thought he was had a lot of flair and taste for a young man. And he was real hungry to make it.
Thing is, we both really loved what we did and had a passion for what we did, and I think that's why we were successful at it.
Things started slowly for Deion Scott until they found their market.
Probably after, like I said, 3 or 4 months not selling anything, we ended up meeting a couple athletes who spent more in one day than we sold in 3 months. So we said, well, that's our niche.
But their big break came when Magic Johnson became a loyal client.
No question, he single-handedly gave me the inroads into the NBA, because after I first sat with him and he picked out, an enormous wardrobe, it kind of, the news spread throughout the league that there's, a clothier out there that was capable of doing quality merchandise for them that fit nice and styled maybe a little different from what they have been accustomed to seeing with some of the other tailors out there.
That's good, though. The thing is, you want it to be somewhat of a firm fit. So that
Last week in their Beverly Hills shop, Ty Law at the New England Patriots was getting fitted for some new suits. He's proud to be named one of the best dressed in the NFL, but it's the personalized service that keeps him coming back.
They're, very open, and they make anything that I might want. If it looks good, they'll tell me, but they also can tell me that's not going to look good, so I can really respect that also. They're not just out there just to try to make money like a lot of other tailors are.
Deion Scott began with men's designer clothes, but this year they've created a partnership with Michael and Celia Kilgore, an East Coast design firm specializing in women's fashion.
Michael's always said that we need to be a couture house, and having a women's line is going to give us a legitimate chance of offering the men and the women and being a design house rather than just a tailor.
What was once a dream has become a thriving men's and women's designer clothing company. While they'll always continue to specialize, Deion Scott hopes to someday develop a high-end retail collection.
That would give us an avenue to reach more consumers and broaden our name, get a better name brand recognition.
We're doing all right now. Now, folks, don't go away. The finale is coming up, and sir, you're going to have to change microphones for your appearance in tonight's Hall of Shame.
Live from New York! He made America laugh on Saturday night. Chris Farley, an extraordinary comic talent.
How can we get back on the right track?
Now you can own a tribute to Chris Farley. This classic video features his greatest moments on Saturday Night Live.
We're trying to lose weight.
Lay off there, I'm starving.
This exclusive offer is only $19.95 plus $4.95 for shipping and handling. Order now by calling 1-800-NBC-2100. A portion of the proceeds will go to the Chris Farley Foundation.
Nights in white satin, never reaching the end.
Imagine owning all your favorite AM radio hits for just $12.99. Presenting AM Gold. 43 fantastic hits for an unbelievable $12.99.
A little while from now, I'm not feeling any less sound. I promised myself to treat myself and visit a nearby town. Last night, I didn't get to sleep at all. No, no. Oh, girl, I'd be in trouble if you left me now.
AM Gold. 43 of your best loved hits. More than 2 full hours for just $12.99 on 2 compact discs or 2 double-length cassettes.
Me and Mrs. Jones. Just to know that's a love song playing on the radio. Precious and few are the moments we two can share. Baby, I love you to want me the way that I want you. I could be clearly now. Rain
addition, other great AM Gold albums. There's no minimum to buy. Cancel anytime. 43 of your favorite hits for just $12.99. AM Gold is not in stores. Call now.
To order AM Gold, call 1-800-397-9955. That's 1-800-397-9955. Or send $12.99 plus $3.95 shipping and handling to AM Gold, Department 13, Richmond, Virginia, 23280.
All right, time for a trip to the Hall of Shame. On tonight's journey, we'll encounter a fan who had a ball, a pitcher who was a tad too tall, and a critter that was a little small. We start with the national anthem and the Silas's Golden Award. Apparently he has technical difficulties, so let's go to this guy who can saw off the slack. You saw what he's doing. So how about Mr. Technical Difficulties?
And bright stars through the perilous fight.
Now he's okay, so on to the court for the Bugs Life Award given to Andre Agassi and the critter that caused him a racket. The ball boy came over to grab the mini rodent to the crowd's delight. You could say he was bugging. It was a rough outing for pitcher John Lieber. First, he was rocked on the field, and then going into the dugout, his head took the brunt of an award. That'll Lieber you a little dizzy. Onto the slope. Here comes Caroline Lolive. She was going good until she lost and suddenly earned the Banner Day Award. Lolive was okay as she went through the sponsor sign. It's just a coincidence. Lolive rhymes with Olive. The Sling Blade Award is presented to the destination of the flying puck. Watch closely as it hits the shoulder of the guy in the sling. He was armed for the pain. The Icy Knot Award goes to this woman, who went down not once, but twice. Now that's a big freeze. Uh-oh, there's a loose ball and it is headed toward the sideline. Antonio McDyess of the Nuggets made the save, but he also wiped out the beer of the fan in the front row. It's good that guy hung in there because he received the Beer in Good Cheer Award. His suds were replaced to the dismay of the woman next to him. That's not a budding relationship. And check it out. Another loose ball on the court. This time it bounced out of bounds and right to a disgruntled fan who rifles it at Utah's Karl Malone. It's the Mailman Special Delivery Award. Malone, in a state of shock, made nice with the fan. Nice pass. The guy's wife had a big yuck about it. But the ride home was something else between Merle and Pearl. Down the stretch they come with the Call of the Wild Award. Now, during the announcer's call, listen to the odd squawk out of nowhere.
Pico at the rail. It's Adonis coming down to the finish with Best of Luck giving a final burst of energy. But it is Adonis looking good to win the wood.
Bet it felt good to let that out.
Sounds like Paul Moyer during a nightly sportscast. Back with the final check of the scores after this.
Relax your body. Free your mind. And soothe your spirit. Enter your own quiet world. Presenting Quiet Mood, your escape to a relaxing world. Quiet Mood, the most beautiful music ever recorded. Quiet Moods. More than 3 full hours of music that will lift you up and soothe your spirit on 3 CDs or cassettes. quiet moods will work for you. We guarantee it. Discover the soothing world of quiet moods. Here's how to order.
To order Quiet Moods, call 1-800-817-9797. That's 1-800-817-9797. Or send $24.99 for 3 cassettes or 3 CDs, plus $4.95 shipping and handling to Quiet Moods, Department 1, Richmond, Virginia 23280.
Nebraska. It's what America was, and too little of it still is. We're still as free and accepting and willing to share as those who first lived on this land. You don't need to stand in line, and you can come as you are. The invitation is simple and sincere. Come discover a place where people are real and spaces are open. The experience can be summarized in one word: genuine.
Call the toll-free number for a free vacation guide.
Are you tired of struggling to remove unwanted hair? Then stop! Now the most effective hair remover just got better. Introducing Apple Stop Citrus. Now you can stop unwanted hair growth as you nourish your skin with vitamin C for smoother, younger-looking skin that can last for weeks. Apple Stop Citrus is not a wax, but a natural cream enriched with vitamin C, known for its anti-aging properties that instantly and painlessly removes hair from the root. And the Apple Stop Vitamin C and E spray helps prevent hair from growing back as it nourishes your skin. For beautiful hair-free legs you'll never have to shave again. We tested Apple Stop Citrus against ordinary tweezing, shaving, depilatory cream, and hot wax. Look, Apple Stop Citrus is the fastest, easiest way to remove unwanted hair. And unlike irritating, smelly creams, Apple Stop Citrus has a fresh citrus scent. It even works on tough facial hair. We used a razor on one side and Apple Stop Citrus on the other. Days later, the side that used Apple Stop Citrus is still smooth. Amazing!
Apple Stop Citrus is easy to use, and it keeps my legs and my face silky smooth for weeks.
Remove unwanted hair from your face, arms, legs, anywhere on your body in just minutes. Imagine a beautiful bikini line with no irritation. Stop shaving, waxing, and wasting money. Now, with the new and improved Apple Stop Citrus, you'll never have to worry about unwanted hair again. Order now and get our smoothing thigh cream with vitamin C for hips, thighs, and stretch marks. A $20 value, yours free. We guarantee the new and improved Apple Stop Citrus is the fastest, easiest way to remove unwanted hair or your money back. But keep the thigh cream just for ordering. Silky, smooth skin that can last for weeks is only a phone call away. Order today.
Call toll-free 1-800-354-6100. Order your Apple Stop Citrus for $29.95 plus shipping. If you're not completely satisfied with Apple Stop Citrus, keep the thigh cream, a $20 value as our gift. Call 1-800-354-6100. That's 1-800-354-6100.
An exclusive offer from NBC Home Video. The producer of Merlin invites you to experience one of the world's favorite fantasies. As you've never seen it before. Wonderful! Call 1-800-NBC-2700 now to order Alice in Wonderland for just $29.95 plus shipping and handling. You'll also get this fabulous collector's edition of Lewis Carroll's classic tale, complete with stunning full-color illustrations. Together, a treasure you and your family will enjoy again and again. Call 1-800-NBC-2700 now.
Next Sunday, be ready to be hypnotized. Good night, everybody.
An exclusive offer from NBC Home Video. To millions, he was a hero of the 60s.
I'd like to announce my candidacy for mayor.
But when his lover, Holly Maddox, mysteriously disappeared...
I want you to come back here.
No! Well, look, damn it. That's my daughter, and I don't know what happened to her or where she is.
The evidence pointed in a direction no one could believe.
Guess we found Holly. You found what you found.
Oh my God.
Was Ira Einhorn the unicorn killer? Now you can own this 2-video collection, The Hunt for the Unicorn Killer, based on the true story of the global manhunt that has spanned more than 2 decades.
You want me to get up to court and convince the jury that CIA killed Holly?
Looks like you'll just have to earn your pay.
Help me find out what happened, my little girl.
Call 1-800-NBC-4144 now to get The Hunt for the Unicorn Killer for just $24.95 plus shipping and handling. It's the story that shocked the nation, and it's not over yet. This offer is not available in stores, so call now. 1-800-NBC-4144.